Hi, everybody. Welcome to Manitowoc Cooperative Ministry Daily Devotions. I'm Pastor Judine Duerwaechter, co-pastor with the MCM. And Pastor Matt and I have been bringing you daily devotions for some time now based on the Psalms, and we've managed to make our way through all 150 Psalms. So we're going to just do some different things for a little while. Basically, we're referring to them as kind of a free form. And then maybe later on, I'll get a little specific and maybe talk about some things that help us grow our soul, etc. But for today, I thought I would do something just a little fun where I'd share with you some of my favorite things. First of all, I'm a huge fan of the movie The Sound of Music. And in that movie, as you all know, is this fantastic song called "These Are a Few of My Favorite Things." See, I'm no Julie Andrews, but I love that song, and it's happy and it's fun, and it basically theologically tells us what you focus on grows. And in the Christian message, that's really what crucifixion to resurrection taught us too, that we can focus on the love, and of course, God provided with and for Jesus with love, and death itself wasn't even death. Talk about some favorite things. We can actually, not even need to fear death itself. That's pretty cool, right? Well, anyway, I love this movie. I love this song. These are a few of my favorite things. And some of my favorite things are right here in this space with me. Hello. I love orchids. I've got a couple different orchid hospitals or little gathering communities in my house. This is one of them where I just shove them all in there and they just bloom beautifully. And there are, many other things that I so love, but one of them I want to share with you today for the daily devotion is I really love inspirational and spiritual gurus, writers who have made statements, where a quote is used universally throughout time. And one of my favorite spiritual teachers is Thich Nhat Hanh, and he said in a beautiful quote that enlightenment for a wave, the wave of water, enlightenment for a wave happens in the moment that the wave realizes that it's water. And at that moment, all fear disappears. Again, that's by Thich Nhat Hanh. And I thought how beautiful that is if we were just to switch up the metaphor of a wave and water and use ourselves. And in that, it would say that enlightenment for us as a person, as a humanity, as one collective humankind, enlightenment for us is without doubt the moment that we realize we are love. And the core of the universe itself is love. It's all things. It's the only thing that's real. And when we rise to a higher sense of self and understanding, we become enlightened too and recognize that we are that very love. And for us as practicing Christians, this is exactly what Jesus did in his life. He rose to understand that he is love, and that love never dies, and that it's in love only that we can transform things of this world. And he taught us that beautifully. And of course, the ultimate symbol of that was the crucifixion to resurrection. And the love he gave to the crucifixion, of course, was his forgiveness of humankind on the cross. Father, forgive them, for they know not what they do. And that forgiveness transformed death to be no longer, and that only love is real and only love exists, and that we are basically always living, whether again in flesh or in the non-physical, we are always living. So our journey here on earth is to be like when the wind and the tide rise a wave, and the wave suddenly realizes it's water and it never has anything to fear, for it never separates itself, the wave, from the water. It's the same with us. We are only and always love, and there's nothing that we can ever do to separate ourselves from that truth. And when you recognize this for yourself in life, you become awakened and enlightened, and you want nothing more than to strengthen that. And the spiritual teachings in many, many scriptures help us all to do that. So I hope this was helpful for you today as I talk about my favorite things and somehow figure out a way to tie that into something meaningful for you with a daily devotion. Take great care today, and remember always to live to love. Bye now.